Morning. I wanted to begin with a very sweet mudra. I'm focusing on our vagus nerve. I had a beautiful um, listening with my green medicine teacher, Robin Rose Bennett, and I want to share with you some of the findings of the vagus nerve, which is one of the longest nerves in our body, starting in our brain stem and moving through the organs of our body. And basically, the idea is if this nerve is not toned, if it is very rigid or too loose, and any of that will happen with excess stress. Anybody got that? So, right. So I want to, as I did last night with my little, not little, it's actually a great big group, my 21-day cleanse group that I've been working with, who I absolutely love and love what we're doing together. I did a shout out, and I want to do that this morning as well, to all the teachers and children and parents who are returning to schools, and I honor you. I honor all of you big time. So really dedicating this idea of the vagus nerve and it's not Vegas, like Las Vegas. Let me go ahead and mute you guys. Sorry about that. I just wanted to jump right in. It's not Vegas like Las Vegas. It's V-A-G-U-S, the V-A-G-U-S nerve. This is one of the longest nerves, like I mentioned, in the body. So a lot of tension, a lot of change even here, right, at Naturally Yoga with our new website and our new app and all of that stuff. And Veronica and I were laughing this morning how change is fine unless it has to do with you. Right? It's okay if things change until it actually affects you, and then it's not okay. So here we are with this idea of the vagus nerve, allowing ourselves, can you hear me still? Yeah, okay. So allowing ourselves to work through whatever we can to relax our nervous system. So let's start with this mudra. And this is a mudra that is balancing the nervous system. It's also, and I'll read to you what it is because it's actually quite beautiful. It's called Supreme Awakening, or Perfect Knowledge of the Truth is the mudra. So you bring your hands together, right? Pointer finger stretches up, and then thumb touches. So thumb and pointer finger. And then we're going to pull those hands apart from each other so there's space. Okay, so we have a lot of space in between. So I'm collecting my hands together, then pointer finger and thumb, and then pulling them away from each other. There's nice space in there. And then I'm going to draw it where that I have the thumb pointing into my heart and the pointer finger pointing up toward the ceiling. So thumb into my heart, pointer finger to the ceiling, and then relax my shoulders. So my hands are definitely separated, right? Okay, so thumbs to your heart, pointer finger to the ceiling. Relax your shoulders. And then this is called the Supreme Awakening, or Perfect Knowledge of the Truth. So it's kind of where the joke, right, that I was saying that Veronica and I were laughing about was when change, has something to do with you, you don't like it. So when we actually move back to why things are changing, or that change happens to always grow us, or that we illuminate through change, then we relax a little bit more and the nervous system relaxes. The benefit of this mudra is soothing the nervous system, toning the large intestines for your absorption and elimination, and also benefiting the lungs, heart, and inspiration and new energy comes as you hold this mudra. Mudras are extremely powerful, right? So close your eyes for a moment and just feel the energy that flows here. Let your breath move. Your vagus nerve is interlinked and moves through. It's called wandering. Vagus means wandering. It wanders through the organs of the body. So if you are experiencing great tension in your life, great anxiety in your life, which a lot of us do, then the vagus nerve becomes less toned. And in that less toning of the vagus nerve, we have a breakdown of the organs of the body and your digestive and your elimination. So everything breaks down. So interesting, when we go to the doctor and we think to ourselves, oh, there's something going on, it could be as simple, don't mean to simplify everything for sure, but that your nervous system is just always on fight or flight. So what I want you to do here is I want you now, one of the things that helps to tone the vagus nerve and relax the nervous system is whistling. So I want you to either whistle on your inhale or whistle on your exhale. And some of us can't whistle, so you just bring the pucker of your lips together, either on the inhale or the exhale. Eyes stay closed. Either your inhale or your exhale, holding the mudra, relaxing your shoulders. Things to help also tone the vagus nerve: dancing, singing, chanting, exercise, whistling, laughing. Just for another moment here, and then I hope that you remember this and take this with you. Holding your breath. Pranayama practices where you have breath retention tones the vagus nerve. And then if you want to add on a food ingredient, which I know you always do if you love me, is mint or any aromatic. Helps to tone the vagus nerve. Cinnamon, mint. So throwing mint into your water, throwing mint into your chutneys, throwing mint into your foods, cinnamon. Okay. And then as you do your last exhale, let your palms come together at your heart. Just feel yourself. One of the things that we are seeing very, very clearly is we have to take responsibility for our actions in this world. We have to step into our own empowerment and our own healing. So to get the knowledge that there's things in our bodies that we can help to tone and release, relax. And here's one of them before we chant Om. Let your tongue drop to the bottom of your mouth. Let your tongue drop. So notice if it's slightly lifted, that's a little bit more of that fight or flight. And then let your tongue drop to the bottom palate. Just feel that. Good. And then inhale. Release your hands. Open your eyes and lie on your back, please. Hug your knees into your chest. We dedicate our practice this morning to all the children, all the teachers, all the parents So this year, as September rolled around, that same September, that there's change. And that we dedicate this practice to letting the tongue relax and the shoulders drop down and the breath get a little longer. And maybe even incorporating throughout the practice a little bit of retention breath, where you hold the breath, that powerful moment that the breath is held. In our great sacred yogic text, it says retention breath can be the most powerful breath. The knowledge of retaining the breath, not just holding it because you're scared, or holding it because you forgot that you were holding it. Good, now take your legs up to the sky, stretch them straight up. Now take your arms up to the sky, let your navel float to the floor, and lift your arms up to touch your toes like a forward bend. Lift up, and then lower back down. Lift up, and lower back down. And do this with the relaxed nature of yourself. Lift up, and lower back down. Good, lift up, and lower back down. I want this class to stay, and of course I want every class to stay in that place where the mind is relaxed. You know, people have asked me in the past, gee, is yoga going to be one of those things that I get my heart rate up and I lose a lot of weight? And the truth is that yoga practice, your yoga practice, should be all about your nervous system relaxing. Long breathing here. Good. Next time your head comes down, lower your left leg to the floor. Keep your right leg to the sky. Now hold your right leg. Now start to walk up your leg as in doing a forward bend. Walk up, walk up, walk up. Yep, walk up as far up as you can come on that leg. Now press the top thigh away from you. Press the heel to the sky. And then lower your head back down. Release the leg, change legs. Good, pause, exhaling long. Tongue relaxed, breath deep. Good, hands behind that leg. Now start to walk up that leg. Walk up, walk up, walk up. Again, your thought here is I'm taking a forward bend, even though you're on the floor with your back. And lower back down. Good, release the leg back down. Now both legs are straight on the floor. I want you to start to press your feet forward and back, forward and back. So keep your legs on the floor. Press your feet forward and back, like you're pushing on the gas and then letting go. And what's going to happen is if you start to find a rhythm there, your body will start to move forward and back, like you're massaging your low back. You should get a little bit of a rocking motion happening here, a little rocking motion. Katrin, I hope that works for you. Katrin has a dog between her legs. Good, pushing forward and back, getting a little rocking motion, sacral rocking. Right, the vagus nerve begins up at the brainstem. The vagus nerve is also responsible for emotions. It's responsible for your heartbeat. It's connected to when we're bloated or we have loose stools. And it gets supremely irritated when we have bad posture. You're just bringing your feet forward and back, just rocking, rocking, rocking. Good. Okay, hug your knees into your chest and also rock side to side or forward and back, your choice. Good. Roll all the way up, downward facing dog. Drink or eat your mint. If you don't like mint, another aromatic. Cinnamon, rosemary. Good. Step your right foot forward. Bring your left foot in just enough so both legs go straight. Hands on blocks if you'd like, or if you need. I guess if you'd like is not quite the way to say it. Good. Yep. Parsvottanasana. Bowing over that front leg. So here's what you can do, you guys. You can bend your front knee, move your front knee forward, move your spine forward, drop into your back heel. Don't move your back heel. And then straighten your front leg and bow deeply over it. So you give the spine a little bit more length. And now feel like you're dropping your brain. Low belly stays drawn in, rib cage stays lifted, heart stays melted. Exhaling long. Maybe inhale, hold your breath, and exhale. Maybe inhale, exhale, hold your breath. Giving you a lot of options. Good. I know it's early for a hamstring stretch, I know. Change legs, please. Develop that long, deep breathing, and maybe it's ujjayi breathing for you today. I also want to do a shout out to many of you in class this morning are starting teacher training, so you're going to be a student. Shout out to the beginning of something new for you too. Bend your front knee, send your chest forward, send your spine forward, and then straighten your front leg and bow. Nice. Keep breathing. Keep breathing, keep breathing. Forward bends, if you wonder why, are you doing forward bends so quickly? Forward bends are your ultimate nervous system remedy. Good, step to the front of your mat, standing forward bend, please. And then hands on your hips, push down through your legs, rise up to stand, drop your arms alongside the body, close your eyes and just feel. My son Josh, he's so funny. He's like, do you know how many times you say just feel in class? Yeah, no, I didn't, but it's the truth, just feel. How much of our day do we run around not feeling a thing? We busy ourselves. Good. Inhale your arms to the sky, please. Interlace your palms, press straight up. Now grow yourself, get longer here. Get the throat back, get the ribs back, get the armpits back, get the thighs back, and then push down through your heels as you're reaching up. Good, then go ahead and release and take a hold of your left wrist and pull to the right. Now reach your left ribs a little bit more out to the left. Okay, come back to center and switch sides. And let your right ribs reach up a little higher. Good, come back to center and sit back to chair. Gorgeous. Butt way back, inner knees wide, shins hugging in. And then hands on your thighs. And as you cat-cow here, I want you to think of taking your vagus nerve for a ride. Taking your friend for a ride. Yeah. And you're moving with consciousness. You're moving to relax this nervous system. Beautiful. And then as you exhale, touch down. Beautiful, you guys. Step back, downward facing dog. Roll forward to plank pose, upper push-up pause. Strong, ribs up. Mind calm. Go slightly past your wrist, lower all the way down to your belly. Let your tongue release. Rise up into cobra. Maybe stick out your tongue. Maybe whistle. Press back into child's pose. Drop into your back body. Some of the wonderful herbs that help to relax the nervous system is violets and roses, hawthornberry, lindenberry, anything associated with the heart, and then your aromatics. Rise up to your hands and knees, a little cat-cow here or a lot of cat-cow here. Again, moving through your spine. Gorgeous, you guys. And then tuck your chin into your chest and feel the rib cage lift. Keep that, look forward, melt your heart, keep the rib cage lifted. Take your right leg back behind you, your left arm out in front of you. Breathe. Beautiful, you guys. The deep drawing in and the deep letting go. Creating that place of activity. Invitation to really step into all your responsibilities in a beautiful way. And then relax around it. Good, change sides. The effort that you bring and the ease that you bring are essential. The effort and the ease. Our world now is becoming very transparent, right? Showing up for the work we need to do. Stay, 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 stay. Don't give up. Watch your mind, watch your tongue. I doubt anybody else ever tells you to watch your tongue. Downward facing dog. Sarah did the other night in class. She taught a beautiful class. You guys, next time Sarah does her jump in little class or big classes, you gotta be on. They're so good. Step your right foot forward, please. Take your left leg to the sky. I know some of you have said you haven't been getting any of the updates. We have to update our email list after moving to the new system, so that might be why you're not getting them. So if you can, be on my Instagram or my Facebook, because that will definitely give you the updates quicker. Okay, bend your standing leg, move your knee wide. Good. Now, I would like for you, as your right knee is bent, to take your left leg higher to the sky. But point your toe to the floor. Great, Crystal. Point your toe to the floor. And now straighten your standing leg and bow deeply, taking your chest to your thigh as close as it will go with feeling that sense of comfort. So you have the sense of stretch and ease. And now breathe deeply and watch your mind. Watch your jaw. Don't freak out. Gorgeous. Lower that foot down. Now take that right ankle in front of your left ankle. Just step it in front. So you're going to cross ankles. And then stay in that forward bend. You're just crossing ankles and staying in that forward bend. Good. Release that. And then change legs, bringing up your, which one? Your right leg into that standing split. Bend your left knee, widen the inner knee. Take the leg up in the sky a little higher, a little higher, a little higher. And then deeply bow. Maybe even hold on to your calf muscle if that feels good, but try to keep your hips square, you guys. Relax, even though I'm asking you to engage the navel and engage the rib cage, relax through your belly. And that's a weird thing, right? I'm going to engage my navel, but now I'm going to send relaxation there. Good. As you bring that leg down, cross it in front of the other, ankle in front of ankle. Gorgeous. Left in front of right. Maybe you need to bend the knees. That's cool. Good. Unwind. Take your feet wide and come into squat. Good. Standing forward bend. Send your left leg back behind you. Left leg back. And you're going to walk to your left until you come to the center of your mat. Wide-legged forward bend. Make sure your feet are parallel to each other. Make sure your inner knees are staying wide and the tops of your thighs are pressing wide. Your sit bones are moving wide. And a deep bow. Maybe even come up to your tippy toes and feel how the hips can get a little bit higher. And then lower your heels back down. And breathe deeply. I find it very effective to drop my tongue. I find it very effective when I relax my mouth. Saliva moves through the mouth, which is very detoxifying. Good. Now place your hands on your hips, push down through your legs, rise up to stand. Then turn your right foot forward, come into Virabhadrasana 2, second warrior. Right foot forward, Vira 2. Gorgeous. Keep that inner knee wide, you guys. Sink the pelvis nice and low, which means your right thigh might need to go a little bit deeper. Take your arms up just a little bit higher. Maybe, let's do this, even take your arms all the way up to the sky, interlace your palms and press straight up. Chin up, nice Meredith. Beautiful. Great, Lori. Melody. Good. Now straighten that front leg and take it into triangle pose. And once you arrive in triangle pose, I want you to feel your middle back moving back as if it's pressing toward a wall. Or maybe, how's this? Somebody behind you's hugging you. Melt into that. Gorgeous, very nice, Roz. And then bend your right knee and move forward into half moon pose, Ardha Chandrasana. When you lift that left leg, you flex the left foot and then squeeze the legs toward each other. Take that left arm to the sky. And again, can your middle back round just a little bit, even in this balancing place. Maybe reach back for that ankle if you'd like. Good. And downward facing dog. Beautiful, you guys. Nice, Lisa. Love your background, Andra. I can only see bits and pieces of you through the background, so you're like coming in and out. Yeah, cool. All right, take it through a vinyasa if you'd like. Remember that tongue. Nice, Katrin. Beautiful, Eliana. Great, Kathy, Jackie, Robin. Yeah. Wonderful, Patrice. Left foot comes forward. And then walk and turn all the way until you're in that wide-legged forward bend. So think of these forward bends as the recipe for toning the nervous system, specifically the vagus nerve. So it's an interesting combination, right? It's not just that we want to loosen the vagus nerve so we relax. No, no. We want to tone the vagus nerve, but we want that to tone so our nervous system relaxes. Interesting. All the variations here are wonderful, you guys. Maybe hold your big toes and draw in and bend your elbows. Good. Hands on your hips, push down through your legs, rise up to stand. All the way up. Turn your left toes forward, bend your left knee, Virabhadrasana 2. Inhale your arms up to the sky, interlace your palms, reach up. Reach your side body long. You guys stay here for a minute. Let me see if I can talk you through this. I want you just to bend your arms forward toward whatever wall you're looking at. So not toward the front of your mat, but on the long side of your mat. And then lean forward, tuck your chin in, and pull your rib cage back a lot. Now keep that and then reach the arms all the way back up to the sky. Beautiful. Now take the arms out, letter T, straighten that front leg. And then Trikonasana, left leg is forward, triangle pose. And again, try that same idea of pressing your middle back so that whoever is behind you is giving you that sweet hug. Maybe it's me. Good, you guys. Lots of breath here. And then bending that left knee, come forward into Ardha Chandrasana. Reach back for that ankle if you'd like, or stay right where you are. It's fascinating just getting into the very specifics of the body, so we don't even have to take some of the more advanced poses, which is to curl into your rib cage and then pull your heart forward. Yes, nice. Beautiful, Allison. Nice, Audrey. Great, Jane. All right, back we go, downward facing dog. And then drop down to those knees and press back to child's pose. Nice, Susan. Joy. Lori, Dana, Barry. Breathe into this back body. Maybe take that little stretch over to the right side. Why not? Keep the rib cage lifted. Armpits even lifted. But notice that when we engage, we're not going into fight or flight. It's such an interesting balance, right? So when I engage my body, I don't want to have that energy of my nervous system fight or flight. So drop your tongue. Breathe a little longer in your exhale. Hold the breath at some point consciously. Go to the other side. Nice, Kathy. I would guarantee that many of us are always in fight or flight. Come back to center, downward facing dog. And not consciously, or maybe consciously. Maybe we think it's only us who can fix everything that's happening in the world. But I remind you of the incredible gift I had of my meditation reminding me that until we do our inner work, nothing outside of us will change. So this is what we're doing. So relax around it. Right foot forward, please. Left foot to meet it, standing forward bend. Inhale the left leg up, standing split. Remember, hands on blocks is very effective here if our hands won't touch the floor. We have to bend the knee. Good, so now we have the leg as high as it'll go, right? The toes are pointing toward the floor. Lori, make sure your hips are square. Great. Good, now squeeze that left leg down just a little bit. And let's come into revolved Ardha Chandrasana. Revolved. So you're going to take your right arm up to the sky. And squeeze your legs toward each other. Now lift up through your rib cage. Whoa. Widen your sit bones. Whoa. Good. Lower hand down, leg down, bow. Open your mouth. Or whistle. Take up whistling. Do people drive you crazy that whistle? Sometimes it does drive me crazy. Yeah, sometimes. But their vagus nerve is toned. Change legs, please. Maybe not. Yeah. Be in that feeling of that forward bend, leg high, leg high, leg high. So you're going to split. You're really taking that split as deep, that Hanumanasana, as deep as you can go. And then you'll start to bring that right leg down just a little bit so it parallels the floor. Now you're going to squeeze the legs together. Great, you guys. And then that left arm reaches up to the sky. Reach up. Sit bones wide, navel in. And both feet to the floor. Hands on your hips, push down through your legs, rise up to stand. And what do you think I'm going to say? Just feel. Just feel. Relax. Permission to relax. That's why being in nature is so relaxing, being the ocean, right? That's definitely helping the nervous system. Okay, hug your left knee into your chest. Come into tree pose, above or below your knee. Take your arms overhead, interlace your palms, and stretch straight up. Now, if this doesn't work, right, Jane, if my arms don't like this, let your arms come down. So find where you can engage and feel that place where that you can definitely move through the body and strengthen it. And we're honoring where our bodies can be in this moment. That's relaxing your nervous system, not pushing it. Good, change sides. Good, Anna. Yeah, above or below your knee. I don't even finish the sentence anymore. Great, Robin. Yep. And then interlace your palms over the head if you can. Press your palms straight up. If you can't, keep your shoulders drawing back, engaging your shoulder blades without becoming tense or tight. Breathing, exhaling, exhaling, exhaling. Good. Release it down. Bend your knees, come into chair. Bring your hands together at your heart center and prayer twist to the right. Hook the left elbow over that right knee. Good, Roz. And then push, keep squeezing your shins toward each other. Your feet don't have to touch. They shouldn't, actually. Good. And then take that right elbow to the sky more. Yeah, Sarah. Great. Now push the elbow and the knee and then fall back as if you're hugging me from behind. Fall back. That's it. Look at how pretty that was, Robin. You got it. Touch down to the floor. Forward bend. Nice, Lisa. Yeah, Andra. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Bend your knees. Reach your arms forward and up chair. And twist to the other side. Nice. Squeeze that elbow, squeeze that knee so you're twisting in the spine. Now fall back, fall back. Yeah, it's nice, Allison. Great, Crystal. You got it, you guys. Audrey, Joy, touchdown, please. Lisa, nice. And breathe. Step back, downward facing dog. Roll forward to plank. Lower all the way down onto your belly and turn your cheek to the side. Beautiful work, you guys. Turn your cheek to the other side. And then slide your hands up for Cobra. Feel the strength of your legs as they extend back behind you. Your navel pulls in as you come up into your Cobra. I want you to come up just a little bit and then exhale back down. Come up a little higher, drag your hands back. Keep your shoulders moving forward though. Don't let your shoulders drop way back. Keep your shoulders lifted and then come down. And do that a couple more times. Lift up like you're just toning your whole spinal column on the way up. And your mind is on that vagus nerve. How can I tone this body with breath and awareness? Good. 2 more times like that. 2 more. Beautiful. And then reach back for your ankles bow pose. Lift up both halves of the body. Navel stays engaged. Chest lifts. Spread through your toes. Relax your jaw. Gorgeous, Dana. And then Melody, press back. Child's pose. Great, Sarah. Nice, Allison. Okay. That's enough. Downward facing dog. Right foot forward, left knee on the mat, Anjaneyasana. Arms to the sky. Interlace your palms, press up. Keep your knee moving forward. Beautiful, Alana. Watch that front knee. Nice, Ileana. Watch that front knee. Sink deep into that pelvis. Come on, come on, come on. Good. And then hands down to the floor. Hanuman. It's going to be a forward bend Hanuman, so don't go as deep as you might go if you can't come forward. So straighten that front leg, come on up to that heel, dig the heel down, draw it back, and then lean forward. So you're forward bending over your right leg. Devotion, humility, all the emotions that come into a forward bending Hanuman. Receive them. Nice, Perry. Receive, receive, receive. Beautiful. Nice job, you guys. Come on up. Downward facing dog. Feel free to take it through a vinyasa if you'd like. Some of you threw a little Vashisthasana in earlier. You're welcome always to do that. Always an option. Yes. You guys are so great. Super in love with you. Nice, Audrey. Yeah, Meredith, beautiful. Nice, Susan. Yep. Alana, beautiful. Great. All right, left foot forward when you're ready. Nice, Roz. Here we go. Anjaneyasana. Somebody was asking me yesterday morning. I had a little cup of tea date with a very old friend of mine, somebody who was my very first yoga student back in, oh my gosh, when 1998, I think she started with me. And she's like, I hate Zoom. She's like, do you hate Zoom? I'm like, no, I love Zoom. I mean, for what it is, you guys are rock stars. Good. Straighten that front leg. I can still yell at you and you can't complain back. I kind of like it a lot. I can't hear any of your complaining. And if you do start to complain, I'll just mute you again. So it works really well for me. Okay. So come forward, straighten that front leg, take your heel down, pull it back. You want to hollow your low belly here still. You still want to lift into that low belly. So it is a rounding moment, but then you come fully forward with your heart and that beautiful devotional Hanumanasana or Ardha Hanumanasana. Great, Sarah. Beautiful. Nice, Lori, Dana, Jen, Kim, Jackie. Great. Okay, come on up. Downward facing dog. Nice, you guys. Beautiful, Crystal. Nice, nice, nice. Downward facing dog. Good. Jump or step to the front of your mat and then come on down to sit. Take a seat. Bring the soles of your feet together. Make sure your seat is way back. Maybe sit up on a blanket if you need it. Good. Little baby toe mounds are connecting to the floor. Maybe even lift your knees up for a moment and feel that sense of shins activated, sit bones moving back and wide. And then let the knees float down as you lean forward any amount or maybe stay right where you are. Beautiful, Anna. Breathe. Maybe here's a great place to inhale, hold the breath, exhale. Very pretty, Perry. Nice job, you guys. Gorgeous, Lori, Dana. Okay. Lisa has a block underneath her head. Any restorative forms are definitely going to help to relax your nervous system. Inhale, come on up. Bring the knees back together. Stretch your legs straight out in front of you. And then bend your right knee. Bring your right foot back and bend your right knee and let your right knee fall out to the right, preparing for Janu Shirshasana. Going to twist over, when I say right knee, just over your left leg so you have a little orientation of a twist and then come forward. Again, Janu Shirshasana. Maybe use a strap. Relax those shoulders. Good, Allison. I know. Good job, everybody. Forward bends, relax the nervous system. Right, backward bends are very exhilarating, which is fabulous. Inhale, come on up. Pause to what? Pause to feel. Good, and change legs. I'm drinking infused lemon balm. Lemon balm is in the mint family, so lemon balm is another one that's great for your vagus nerve. Good. Come forward any amount. Breathing deeply. Good, Kathy. That was a great adjustment. Fabulous. Good. Inhale, come on up. Great. Go wide with those legs now. And if you do have any props, feel free to place a prop, maybe a block, maybe 2 blocks in front of you. And then come forward any amount. And some of you need to build a little tower if you want to place your forehead on it. And that's extremely cool. If you have a bolster. Great, Jackie. Yep. Good, you guys. I am going to be covering Jan's 4:30 class. Jan is moving from 9:30 on Friday. Keep forward bending. Don't come up. I'm just talking to you. What are you doing? I'm going to be covering Jan's class. Jan is moving from Friday mornings to Tuesdays at 4:30 because she is our prop master. She uses props like nobody's business, gets you into poses. So she's going to be changed to Tuesdays at 4:30, but this week she cannot be there. So I will be covering Tuesday at 4:30. If anybody wants to join me. I have no idea what I'll do with props, but I'll figure it out. I think I can figure it out. If you'd like to take your left arm over to your left inner thigh, go ahead and do that and take a side stretch. And there's new classes. Veronica, the following Monday, will be getting her master class at 4:30. Take it to the other side. But all of Veronica's classes, my classes, most all the teachers' classes are staying as put. We're just adding new ones back into the schedule. We're changing a couple. Good, and then take one more forward bend because it's really nice once that you've done that side stretching. You might feel a little bit more ease in letting go as you forward bend. Remember, you're exhaling a little bit longer, calming your nerves, you're slowing your heart rate, co-creating healing in this body, in this mind. Good, inhale, come on up. Now, if you do have a block, grab it. If you didn't, if you don't have a block, maybe you have a blanket or something. Bring your legs back together, lie on your back, and I want you to take a restorative bridge pose. So I want you to lie on your back, bend your knees, plant your feet, and then if you could put a block underneath your sacrum. Easier to do it once you've lied, you laid down, lied down, laid. And then lift your hips and put the block there. Now remember, if you're using a block, it has 3 different levels. So you can go small, medium, or high. And then relax your arms. If you don't have a block, a bolster. If you don't have a bolster, a blanket. If you don't have anything, then stay with nothing underneath your sacrum and just take it into bridge. Make sure your shins stay active. Kathy. Cute. Now, I'd like you to begin in 3-part breathing. Inhale, 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 exhale. Inhale, 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 exhale. And keep going like that. If you don't have a block underneath your sacrum, maybe come on down and do this breathing with your hips on the floor. And then at your next exhale, I want you to reverse this. So I want you to inhale deeply. And then exhale, pause, exhale, complete. Inhale, one long breath in. Exhale, pause, exhale completely. Do that just a couple more times. And as you finally exhale here, just feel again the work that you do to tone this vagus nerve, which is responsible for so much of our health and healing nervous system. Lift your hips up off the block, lower your hips down, hug your knees into your chest. Squeeze your nose up to meet your knees. Drop your head back down. Lift and shift your hips to the right. Let your knees drop to the left. Oh, I was going to say, Kathy, if your dog at least knew how to adjust you, that would be awesome, but it looked like he just tried. Come on up and switch sides. Beautiful. Nice, nice, nice. Good. I like that little lift and shift, you guys. Little jump to the side. And as you feel complete, bring yourself back to center. Extend your legs, extend your arms, and relax, please. If today felt easeful, good. Let yourself completely relax. Ever so gently begin to deepen your breath. Let your body begin to stretch and yawn in any way that serves you well. Draw your knees into your chest, roll to the right side, come on up to sit. You can try to chant our closing chant. I know the other day I did it and I changed the tune. I didn't have the harmonium with me. But it's called change, you guys. Let's try. Hands at our heart center. I think I'm going to change the tune. I'm just warning you. Asato ma sadgamaya tamaso ma jyotir mrityorma amritam gamaya. Asato ma sadgamaya tamaso ma jyotir mrityorma amritam gamaya. Asato ma sadgamaya tamaso ma jyotir mrityorma amritam gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Deep breath in for Om. Letting our hands to space between the eyebrows. Namaste. Thank you guys so much. I think you have to unmute yourself. For some reason, I don't have that capacity right now.
Thank you, Cheryl. And Duke did put his paw on me to put my arm down.
I saw it. That's what I said. I said
so weird.
I was just gonna say if he knew how to adjust, and then he put his hand on your shoulder. I'm like, oh, he does. Sorry, Duke. You know what you're doing.